It's no secret that cover crops provide benefits, but making them work with cotton can prove challenging. In this video, researchers and producers explain why it's worth the effort.
Initial results that do show that in cotton, we do seem to be, with cover crops, having a fairly good response, which is not what we expected. We thought that with the later planted cover crop, probably the poor establishment compared with some of these cover crops planted after corn and soybeans. But it seems to be, the initial results seem to be quite promising using cover crops in a cotton system. And I think part of that is, with the cotton system, very, very low residues compared with the heavy residues you get in a corn system. And so any things that you can do to protect that soil and further increase infiltration rates is going to be of benefit.
My soils are severely eroded from 100 years of conventional till and monocropping cotton. So,
West Tennessee producer Matt Griggs had seen the benefits of winter wheat on his soils. Incorporating a multi-species mix was the next step.
I'm noticing changes in the soil structure. We have a very platey structure, and I can see those plates starting to disintegrate. I'm getting a lot more crumbly.
We're seeing a different texture in the soil. It's actually changing colors, getting a little darker.
Like Griggs, other producers have seen the benefits of cover crops.
We've got a lot of ground cover helping with water holding capacity, and we've got almost zero erosion, just absolutely none.
We've probably picked up another half bale to the acre or better since we've been using cover crops. With the rye and the wheat, you get a lot of cover, so actually you're mulching your crop for the summer. So you've got something to hold more moisture, and then the roots and things of the cover crop help keep the microorganisms growing during the winter, so you're getting benefit from having all your microorganisms growing, which they help convert the fertilizer back into a usable form.
I'm not near where I want to be yet. I know that this is the path that's going to take me there, but it's going to be years down the road.
Cover crops are not a quick fix, but it's going to take a long time. As with any biological system, there's a lot of complexities in the system. And with the soils, what we're doing here is we're building the soil resilience. And it's going to probably take several seasons.
But experts say those who stick with cover crops are going to see advantages.
Cover crops are a way of trying to scavenge those nutrients that weren't used during the growing year. And then also it acts to recycle them. So after those decompose and you plant your commodity crop or your cotton into that, those nutrients are then available. So we have a lot of questions based on legume species. People want to know if they can actually get a nitrogen contribution from that. We have pulled biomass samples and have found, I think we've seen 30 to 60 pounds of nitrogen that would be available to the commodity crop afterwards. So we have been applying nitrogen at our UT recommended rates, but hopefully in the future we can work on reducing those and see if it affects our yields.
And I've been able to reduce my nutrient supply, not necessarily phosphorus, potassium, and other nutrients, but I've been able to cut my nitrogen in half from around 80 pounds an acre to 40 pounds an acre and still maintain the same yields. And in fact, the last couple of years, I've had a hard time shutting the cotton down because it does have more nutrients. So I'm applying less nutrients, but at the same time, getting it defoliated and ready to pick has been a little bit more of a challenge because the plant just doesn't want to shut down. It's got the moisture, it's got everything it wants to keep on growing. That's a good problem to have.